Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting us a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. If you are interested in joining any of our campaigns, we do have open slots available. A slot in our Saturday weekly game has just opened up, so if you're interested in getting into the Purple Sands of Comordor, a wonderful desert-based homebrew campaign where they're trying to overthrow, well, a tyrannical ruler. Well, that might be a good place for you to jump in on. I think that'll be all my shameless self-promoting, though. Let's get into the game. Alrighty, Miriam, tell us what happened last session.
I got an 18. What are you talking about?
Alrighty, Tolsha, tell us what happened.
So last session, we were still in the sanatorium, having found our way into the basement and fighting off the nullifier. Clover had initially made her way to the back of this underground chamber and found Beauty, another one of the patients at the sanatorium who had been changed after knocking an artifact out of her hand. Well, all hell broke loose, and we ended up having to fight and kill her. After realizing she hits hard, and you do not want to be close to melee with her when basically fiery acidic blood that would burn you. I ended up picking up the orb that she dropped to change the water from an acidic base into a holy base in an attempt to, well, stop us getting hurt by that water so that we could try to hold her down to knock her out. Well, not knock her out, kill her. Which we ended up killing her and freeing the prisoners that were trapped by her. Some of them were female patients of the sanitarium, others were female guards, including the sister of the lieutenant. With her free, we took the time to rest for a minute and come up with a plan to cure Basin, which, after a few successful rolls, I was able to come up with a method to reverse the changes done to him through a de-aging serum, which I made using this artifact. With the serum, we went up backstairs to cure Basin, convincing him to pour this over him as we were kind of directing him around to place the serum in a position he could reach it. With him cured, we found that he was a medical doctor that ended up at the sanatorium about 10 hours before he was then knocked out and transformed into this current creature, or former creature, should I say. With him cured and grabbing the remaining patients and guards, we started to make our way back to Odeslo, with Basin wanting to be dropped off outside of Odeslo due to various different conflicts with the Empire. But arriving back in Odeslo, with everyone else in tow, that is where we left off the session.
So, you've all flown all the way out here to Odeslo. Walking up to the fort itself and getting greeted as you enter inside once again. You see Captain Hawk Griffin approach over, accepting his lieutenant back into his ranks and having multiple other Griffin riders come in and take all of the individuals that, well, needless to tell, you all are fully aware that you all own a flying ship now.
Hey, we swore everyone to secrecy.
Sure.
We found it at the mansion.
The captain approaches over. So, you all worked astonishingly fast. got up there very quickly and back, and with everybody in tow. I know I'm not allowed to ask any questions, so I will not, but you all have my gratitude and thanks.
Very good. Yeah, we are just very quick on our feet.
Apparently.
So is everything okay here?
Thing is more or less in working order.
Right.
Roll me perception checks, everybody. It is dark outside, so disadvantage for everybody. Even with dark vision, yes, because you do not see details, you only see black and white.
Joey, I have dark vision.
Oh,
Yeah, I know you just said it.
No guidance on that. That was double 18. I haven't rolled anything.
Jeez.
Man, Miriam is with the double numbers.
She.
18?
Disadvantage is a 9. Okay, so 23 and 18. It's more humid here than it was before. Uncharacteristically humid, not like warmer, just humid. And some of the walls look, at least on the northern side of the fort itself, partially cracked through.
I sort of look at the was it lieutenant or captain?
This is Captain Hawk
Right.
Griffin.
So it looks like something happened here, and it's so clammy, moist almost.
Well, we are very close to a lake. It is no concern of everybody else. We will handle the situation as soon as some of our equipment
You
arrive.
can handle the weather,
The situation.
right? The weather situation.
I mean, you say that, but now I'm very curious what the situation even is.
Secret information privy only to the Zemnian army.
If you tell it to us, we will tell you how we got so fast back and to the place.
No, we won't.
Yes,
No.
I will.
I am not interested in your offer.
But
Thank
maybe we could help with the situation, whatever it is.
We will be able to handle the situation in just a little while. We will be fine.
Sure. I mean, I have some dry towels if you need it.
Thank you. Well, if all of you need to spend the night here, actually, it's midday, so if you all want to spend the day here and then the night, feel free. As of course, you have access to us while you are doing your job. And thank you.
Well, all right. Sure.
And I just want to clear up. It is nighttime, correct?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's pretty dark for day.
The map is dark. I don't have a light version of the map. It is daytime by the time you all
Got
arrive.
it. Okay.
Okay.
Just want to
Midday.
right.
Yeah, it's just the map is dark. It is
Okay.
daytime.
Okay.
Yes. I think I don't have a different map.
Well,
No, I don't.
well,
I just tried.
I mean, I'd be fine with staying for a little bit. I mean, we have been traveling for, so long, and our feet are so tired from walking. So it would be just good to rest a little.
Of course, we have extra barracks for a reason right now.
All right.
Let me show you to them. And he will walk over towards past the medical bay where you see everybody is being examined and looked at very carefully. As you are walking past, you do notice John in particular. 23. Anybody else have 19? Nope, John only. John, you notice there is a bald-headed man with shaved eyebrows, wearing all dark browns to blend into the night. off over to the side of the medical bay, just watching everybody as they pass by. As people are passing by, you notice the individual shifts slightly, and their coat opens up, and you see their leg is strapped with about 3 different styles of blades on just the one leg.
Strikes me more to the Volstrucker or just kind of dangerous mercenary fellow.
Roll me an insight check.
Sure. $24.
Volstruckers typically are mages in nature, but some of them do have additional training. The way the individual is presenting themselves, they seem to be a masterclass type of sleuth. The only reason to shave your entire body of hair is so you leave behind literally nothing whenever you go to a location. If this is a Volstrucker, his specialty may not be in Arcana, but in combat instead.
I'll just save mentioning to when we're far enough past him to where he can't clearly eavesdrop or discern me speaking about him. So I'll share that once we get to the next destination that we're heading to here, to the rooms.
Well, next destination. You all get over into a rank of barracks that are made for everybody who is coming back to the fort, but all of them have to be medically checked in first. So right now it's just the 6 of you and wait for all of them to arrive.
Sorry, I have to retro that. I forgot who I am. As I'm walking, I flash a blade in my hand and I turn it outwards towards him as I'm walking. And then I put it away again. So
watch it still going.
John is telling him pretty clearly, I think, fuck off.
The individual's attention shifts over to your group, making Tosha and Lily aware of him now, as the head's just tilted, looking creepily at all of you now.
Filter's just walking ahead a couple more steps and then... What? Why are we stopping? And... Oh. With a cruncher.
We're not stopping.
Wait, what's is wrong? Hello, are you okay? You want a cruncher?
Lily is still walking and she bumps into Gunther and just starts pushing him along. Or trying to.
The individual takes a couple of lithful steps over towards you with a bit of a peppy swagger to them as he reaches his gloved hand out and snags a chip from your bag and... Very good. Very good indeed.
Yeah.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. It's my own recipe.
I have to say I like it very much. Thank you.
You are welcome.
He seems to be watching and like rotating his gaze between each of you, analyzing you all very carefully. It's a very creepy sensation you all have as he's looking at you, and it takes you all a moment to realize he has not blinked since you've noticed him, just watching you all.
Can Lily kind of try to give an insight check similar to John? Is like, so he was like watching things before, now his attention's on us. Can she kind of try to discern what the hell his deal is?
Go for it.
I do a vibe check.
Why are you standing so close, Lily? It's just...
That would be an insight check if you want to see what they're thinking. Lily, this person kind of has the look of like a madman. Somebody who's not in their full facilities.
Quick question. We did have a long rest right before coming back from, like on the way back, right?
Yes.
I'd like to flash
Yes.
of genius that, because why not?
Well, if you would have failed, you would have
Okay.
been able to. Flash of Genius only works if you fail a check.
Wait, what?
Yeah, your Flash of Genius procs. If you would fail a check, you can Flash your Genius. Roll it in the chat.
Yeah.
When you see another save.
Yeah, you can use it whenever.
Oh, what's the one that's only if you fail? There's one of their stupid abilities on somebody that's only if you fail a check, you can re-roll it. Sure.
Indomitable?
So +4 to that.
Yeah. I don't know if that'll change
28.
anything. It's just that.
More or less, no. The individual is definitely not fully in their facilities. They look very crazed, very chaotic in nature. And there's just something about them that makes you on edge and disarmed at the same time. Like, you're not sure how to be reacting to them at any given moment.
Oh. Hey, do you know why it's so clammy and wet here?
Yeah, this is a dragon of the lake. Takes another chip.
Dragon of the lake.
Dragon of the Lake?
That sounds.
Yeah.
Huh. You know, I never fought a dragon. Can we go try to fight it?
How did it take you all only 2 weeks to leave this location and then retrieve yourselves back here?
Wow.
You know, yeah.
Wasn't it less than a week? Like it was like only like a couple
It
days.
took about a
right,
week
Joey?
to get there, a week back.
It took you 2 weeks in total to leave Lexington, get here, get there, then
Oh,
get
really?
Ah,
John's going to deadeye him and say, well, the dragon had a mate, and we decided to take it, right it there. Killed the son of a bitch when we got back because it was asking too many questions.
He grabs another chick out of the bag from Gunther. Gunther, you're not sure when it happened, but the bag that was in your hand is no longer in your hand. He walks over to you with the bag and chips.
Hey,
You are very funny.
give me.
Oh,
Very entertaining.
he's telling the truth.
Hey, give me. Did you take my bag, you idiot?
It was actually kind of amazing. Gunther.
You offered me.
Gunther here's
Well, I offered you one cruncher, not the whole.
Ah, yes. He'll take 3 more and
half.
hand you back
Well,
the bag.
fine. Okay, I can just make more.
Now he walks over to you, John. You are very funny, actually. Yeah, dragon has a mate. That's very funny. So I assume you like to keep your secrets then, all of you? Correct?
I don't keep secrets.
We're all an open book here.
Right. I mean,
Ah.
I don't keep any secrets, do I? I don't think so.
Think of myself more of a jack in a box.
Lily
Oh,
says
wait.
it. This entire time, Lily has just been pushing against Gunther, but in her feet have been digging into the ground. It's like she's trying to push you.
Just nudging back like, oh, what are you?
I mean, if you
doing?"
don't believe us, you could go to the lake and go see the dragon egg for yourself, and then you know it did have a mate, and then you know we also flew there.
So you flew there?
Yeah, on the dragon.
That's the part that you're telling the truth about. Curious.
Okay, if that's what you're getting from this.
I'm just having a simple conversation with people who were hired not that very long ago to do a job that should have been impossible for people not on our radar, but Uladan seems to think that all of you are going to be phenomenal for us.
What's the radar?
Yeah, what is that?
It is a rap sheet of individuals that we are aware of that are capable in the Empire.
You have a rap sheet? Where would you keep this on you?
Oh, right up here.
Oh,
And you all officially made the list.
So,
Made the list. That's amazing.
but I don't think I want to work with weird people who don't blink and steal chips. I mean crunches.
His last name is spelled VOL. I'm sure you got it.
Vol?
curious.
Hmm.
But anyways,
Joey,
Yeah.
the way that he described that and everything, can Lily? I don't know if this you'd ask me to do another insight check on this, but I'll share it out of game what I think. I think this guy might be the handler or at least a direct agent to him. Could I do some sort of check to try to like really figure that out?
you could ask him.
I'd rather not
But
reveal that.
there's no. I look at him. Does he work for
Sorry.
Google?
Let me rephrase it. Does it look like
That's-
this guy knows who John is?
What you discerned from the insight check is what you discerned.
Okay.
They are disarming in their look and gaze. They are concerning to be interacting with. It's yeah. So, thank you all for the chips and what little information you had to offer. By the way, any more creatures up there that are gonna need to be handled?
Yeah, a dragon.
He'll reach over with his hand and pat you on the head.
Did he just touch me?
Yeah, it was a very touching moment.
As all your hair falls out,
Oh Jesus!
turns out it's a curse. Anything he touches loses its hair.
I gotta wait for the skin to die for the snow to get cold.
Hey, Clover, why did you stop blinking?
Well, is that everything?
We're under
You
contract.
approached
not to-
us.
You're the one
Oh,
who came to
I'm
us.
fully aware of your contract. You're fine. It's fine. I'm not asking you any information pertaining to the mission that you are doing. I'm just wondering if I'm gonna have to go up there and kill something. He looks very excited when he says that.
But who are you actually?
Oh, I apologize. I forgot all of you are not aware of how high status works in the Empire. My name is Aldozaj. Pleasure. History check. John Clover. Oh wait, Tosha.
Oh, okay. What do you use? Recap inspiration? Nah, that's too late. I already rolled.
All right, Lily. Who were you flashing?
Tulsha.
Tosha, were you guidancing that?
No, because I would have. So it would just be a 15.
Right, so 15. None of y'all have heard of Aldozaj. And as he says that, he'll walk over to you, Gunther, stick his hand out, and put his hand onto your shoulder. Pleasure.
Sure. Yeah.
The most touchy Zemnian you've
Have I
met.
seen any magic every time he tried touching people?
I look at my shoulder to make sure that he didn't just like wipe his hands on it.
Clover, roll me a perception check.
Ooh, see, I knew it.
Gunther, there are chip particles on your shoulder. Yes.
Let's go for it.
What? Fine.
20.
20. Every time he moves, his long trench coat, let's just call it what it is, opens up slightly, and then you see magic radiating from the inside, but every time it closes, you don't see magic anymore.
What is that thing, lead lined?
I'll look over at you. You are very sneaky with your magics. What are you, a sorceress?
What? I'm not using magic.
Or did you sell your soul? At such a young age, you shouldn't do that.
Oh, I guess I sold my soul.
It's your choice. Leadline, yes, and he opens it up, and underneath Clover, it's just a shining, radiating array of magical items and tools, and all of you see every type of blade that is light or finesse imaginable underneath this cloak.
Of one of those.
Ah, they're wonderful things. If you need, I can tell you of a wonderful tailor to take care of one for you as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He'll reach behind him, pull out a small little card, and writes onto it. Hands it over to you. Ever find yourself in Huppatu?
Sleight of hand, card's gone. All right.
Actually, I need an opposed sleight of hand check when you try to do that.
Sure.
Plus 12.
Oh shit.
Plus 12?
As you sleight of hand to take it away, you feel his hand like grabs it again out of yours and flicks it into his fingers as you try to slide
John
it.
sneers at him for a second, and then the toothy smile comes back for a moment. So you're not giving it to me?
Oh no,
That was a
I just wanted to see.
neat trick.
He'll flick it at you this time, and you easily snag it in
Yeah.
the air.
Very good, friend. Very good.
I'm going to go and change
Anyways.
my clothes. It's really clammy, so I'll head off after Lily towards the barracks.
I'll be seeing you all eventually.
It was actually kind of nice meeting you after you were open about that. Bye.
You as well, Miss Gale.
I think you got the wrong name.
So you all wander over towards that secluded section of the barracks while everybody else is being checked in medically, make sure they are tamed enough and of their own facilities to actually be in here.
It was weird.
It's also great to know that we are now on a rap sheet for people of note in the Empire. Isn't that just wonderful?
We were
So
already
wonderful.
on the sheet. That's not new.
Agreed.
Say you just took a
So
job.
exactly who? I mean, I didn't quite understand what that whole interaction was. Who is that guy? Like,
No.
I know his name, but he worked for the other guy who hired us again. Was it what's his name?
Not one of you bothered to ask his fucking name.
Yeah, we got his name. It's
It's
Aldo.
Aldo.
All right.
But I'm what's the name of the guy who hired us again? So the ball guy.
Then,
Uladon, yeah.
Oh right, yeah, Uladon.
The fact
So
that
he works for that guy.
unknown.
if I were to take a guess, I'm fairly sure he works for everyone who Uladon works for as well, so the Cerberus Assembly.
I'm thinking he was sent here as a backup in case we failed.
Or a cleanup crew or someone to deal with loose ends. Because
Agreed.
from what I could tell, I didn't even notice him at first. So, if anything, we don't know where Aldo's gonna be anymore. Would be looking around trying to find Aldo,
Yeah.
but
I mean, where's Aldo now?
All right, Icebreaker, you got a DM inspiration for that. That was actually funny. That was actually funny. Not intentional, but funny.
No, I was doing my best to try to set that up after I heard his name.
That is not why I named him that.
And
but
also his
I
skill set.
appreciate it.
God damn it.
There's always one.
Always.
Last time it was.
I thought his last name was very interesting as well. I mean, Vaj. It's. I don't know what sort of family that is. Sounds sort of interesting.
Why
don't you go and I'm pretty sure some of the female officers here at this post know. Go ask all of them if they know about that, Gunther.
Lily, don't say things so
Lily.
get someone punched.
Hey, I'm not always the brightest, but I know what he was trying to do here, Lily.
I mean, maybe if we get our cover blown, we can just kill everybody here and then we don't have to worry about it.
What You, you know, I'm.
Lily takes out Misty out. This is a private room, right, Joey? You know, like a
Yes.
Lily kind of lets
More or less.
Misty out of the thing, gives her a couple of like sheets or something, and then sets her to like an automated mode where she's just basically fanning the room because it's humid.
Well, I don't know about you. I'm gonna get some rest, and we're gonna head out tonight, I guess. Cause you know, magic ship.
Probably shouldn't have said that.
We're heading out. Oh, and you mean on the ship? Yeah.
Tonight.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I was looking forward to maybe getting some real food. We've been eating rations so much and stuff, you know. But
Yeah, I want real food too. This be kind of gross.
yeah, I mean, we could like stop by the larder and just take some. I mean, or maybe pay for it. I could leave some crunchers.
I mean, and the lieutenant or Captain Hawk gets back. I'm sure they could show us around this place.
Well, I mean,
Lily kind of sits up in the bed as an idea starts to form. I mean,
we don't really need to help. They didn't want any help with whatever's going on with that lake. But if there's a lake dragon, dragons tend to have hoards of treasure.
Lily begins to like smile, kind of like how you were just doing, Wyatt.
Yeah, I was like trying to get into Clover's mind so you'd see her eyes glint.
It would be a good story to tell my family when I meet them again that we killed the dragon.
And we do have.
Oh, we lost someone.
Million.
Darkgrave. And
Well, Aldo was right. We did get done sooner than what we may have thought. We could, have some time to take a bit of a detour if we wanted to go deal with the dragon.
But I was curious, John. You say you know a little bit about that kind of guys, Aldo. I mean, it tie up loose ends. Do you mean like maybe should we like protect the Delros siblings? What if they are like loose ends? I don't know how this works.
Oh, they are. So is the doctor that we let go and the patient. They all are. But I'm not that worried about it. I mean, John might be.
But I mean, if we just risked our lives and stuff to rescue her and take care of the thing, I feel it's very bad if they would like try to get rid of them now. Would it? I mean, they still work for the Empire. Why would they do that?
I mean, I don't think I understand what you're getting at.
I mean, what was the first name again? The lady, the Delros lieutenant.
Right.
Dylan was the brother.
Yeah.
That's Kille. Shoot.
You're talking about the sister.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the first name.
Violet.
What?
Violet? That was her name?
Yes. Violet. I mean, should we like try to? I don't know if I mean, are they unsafe? Yeah, you think?
Most definitely. They're in the army. They're probably going to die at some point.
Well, I mean, like from that guy, if he's some cutter of loose ends.
I mean, that'll be kind of for him to decide if he sees him as a threat. Yeah, I'll probably either report him or kill him, I guess. He's done it before. I mean, that much is clear just by taking a look at him. I don't know if he will or not. Seemed like he was a pretty straight shooter, but I don't know what his intentions are. He's an operative. They do those sorts of things, you know?
Yeah. So he's like one of those people you have mentioned sometimes before. I mean, I look at the group. What was it? Volstracher? Yeah.
Lily will shrug.
Yeah, they know what you're talking about, Gunther. They don't like talking about it.
Okay. Don't really care what they like, but fine.
So, you all begin relaxing in your respective cots. Eventually, some of the individuals are beginning to be filtered in, wandering. Then the day is full of rest for everybody who wishes to have it.
I'm gonna stay up, but be like in that restful state.
Hey, Miriam, can you dry me off? With that thing you do.
Prestidigitation.
Thank you. I hate being like clammy. Gunther's gonna ask for that like once every 15 minutes or something.
Inside the building, the humidity is nowhere near as bad as it is outside.
Nice.
When Violet gets in, Clover's gonna ask her if she wants to head down to the I guess I don't know what it would be, like a jail or just the custody room or something where they're keeping the merchant.
So, you walk outside and you see a random guard. You'll have to ask around because you don't know how forts function.
Oh, I thought I was just going with Violet because I thought she knew the area. She was supposed to be one.
Are you going to ask? I mean, she's being checked in and like, she's been through some shit, so she's being checked to make sure she's okay.
Okay, I'll just wait for her to be all right. So that's
probably a long debrief and stuff as well, I suppose.
Yeah, she's going to be spoken for until tonight. It's
Well, maybe we should.
Yes, Lily.
Go ahead.
Oh no, that's all.
Okay.
That was it. Yeah.
So maybe we should go get some food then, or I mean, we could go look at this lake. I mean, it's a little bit boring to just stay inside.
I'm down to go for a swim.
Well, I didn't mean to swim in it. If there's a dragon in it, I don't want to swim there. I just want to see it from like a distance.
Rest of party, who is present?
Yeah,
I want to go. I want to go see a dragon too. And
But
maybe
you
not get eaten
all
by it.
fucking insane.
I said
Yes.
I wanted to see the lake. I mean, lakes are nice, but maybe if we see the dragon, I mean, I don't want to like go rush up to a dragon and say, "Hey, I'm here to challenge you."
I mean,
Did that to a dwarf.
You
You actually did do that exact thing to a dwarf.
well, she's not actually a dwarf. She just looks like one because she's so fat and broad.
You know you actually going to fight her now, right?
I am.
Yeah.
That's why I'm insulting her. You know.
I mean, Gunther, what you just said was incredibly racist to dwarves, right?
Well, I mean, it's dwarves are very short and stocky.
Right, well, anyways.
I mean, bears are sort of fat too, but I still like bears.
Well, regardless, I mean, I don't see a problem with, taking Gunther to the beach or the lake, and if a dragon so happens to be there to see us, well, and if it tries to kill us, we kill it, and if it's got treasure, we take its treasure.
Lily, this dragon has been here long enough that this place has commissioned items to deal with it. I don't think it's young enough for us to even talk to it.
I think we shouldn't be sharing information like that.
I've never talked to a dragon
Well,
before.
Yep, that's my dumbass. Okay.
I mean,
I think it's a great idea. I mean, if we kill the dragon, we get to take all of its shit. And if you guys die, well, I'll just take all your shit. So, I mean, that's
but is it?
pretty good scenario.
Look at John.
John's been acting a little strange.
I agree. I mean, you're a little different. I mean, earlier you said you couldn't even fight or anything, and now you just flip out your dagger
Really?
and stuff.
You haven't told him? He's looking at Tolsha, Marion, Lily.
I mean, what's there to tell?
Oh.
I don't know. I mean, he keeps telling me,
Nothing.
whispering, what was it, Moonchild or something to me? I don't know, but it sort of feels like strangely good when you do it. I don't know. Maybe it's just a word. But yeah. But anyway, so if would you sort of, you guys are like smart, Miriam, do you know what kind of dragon it could be? Like, I heard there are different kinds.
There are several kinds of dragons. The fact that it lives in a lake does not mean anything. This place is very humid, which does not rule out as many as you might think. Literally, it could be one of several kinds of dragons.
Well, I mean, sure. I mean, there are some that likes to live in the mountains, right? I mean, there must be others who like to live in lakes or like forests or something.
Can I roll something to see if I can figure out what kind of dragon it is, Joey?
Yeah, I wanted to ask the same thing, actually.
If you speak Draconic, you may roll history.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, wizards.
If you speak Draconic, you may roll. To understand the culture of something, you start first by learning its language.
Somehow I did better than the Dragonborn.
To be fair, Lily, yeah.
Lily cares more about machines than she does
One
dragons.
day she'll make a machine dragon, and it'll be awesome.
If it was a machine dragon,
Mecha
Dragon, Lily'd be all over that. She'd be like, mine.
Dragons that live inside of warmer temperature and lakes are kind of fleeting, right? It's kind of a strange thing for them to like inhabit. You know of dragon turtles, but usually those are in salt water, not fresh water.
And this one apparently has blasted a big crack in the wall. It's
Blasted incredibly highly fortified walls to a defensible location in the Empire at some distance.
Actually, that's a good question. With that 24, can I determine what kind of breath weapon it used on the space?
Something that was water. Which is why dragon turtle. But again, dragon turtles are typically salt water, not fresh water.
Well, I guess we could always just go down and find out.
I would prefer not to die, thank you.
I don't think we'll die. I mean, 6 of us, and I'm pretty good at keeping you guys on your feet.
Well, I won't let the big mean dragon hurt you, okay? You'll be all right.
I mean, I just said I would to like see the lake. I mean, if there is a dragon there, I'm not sure I want to fight it. I think it would be a good story if we manage to fight the dragon and defeat it. But I mean, I heard they are really dangerous, right?
Good, but what if the dragon sees you and wants to wrestle you?
Well, then it's a cool dragon. I mean, if it just wants to wrestle, then I'm sure we could have like a wrestling match or some kind.
Maybe one of you guys can communicate with it and try to get a wrestling match set up. I'd like to watch this.
If any of us know how to speak with a dragon. Seems very unlikely.
Well, I could try to call one of the forest friends. I mean, there are probably some birds that I could tell here that, hey, you go find that dragon and you tell it if it's cool with wrestling.
And I could tell you what the birds will say. No.
Well, no,
Well,
that's... Well, not if I tell the birds that, hey, you will go and tell that to the dragon.
I was going to say, I thought they were magically compelled. At least that's what I read in school.
Well, yeah,
The spell.
Yeah, it's sort of a spell, like a ritual I learned. I can do it.
I also thought both of you said that the birds only ever say that they want to fuck each other.
I don't know. I don't talk to birds.
Yeah, well, that is true. Actually, they are so horny. But there are some birds, that actually know how to talk. Like ravens can speak a little bit sometimes. Not all ravens, but some of them at least. They can be a little bit smart.
5 gold if you asked the griffin what kind of dragon it was.
Okay. I'll head out and go over towards one of the griffins.
Oh my god.
Lily's gonna find a window to watch this exchange because she wants to see if Gunther gets bitten.
How much you want to bet Gunther
Okay.
gets kicked into a wall?
So Gunther, you walk over to one of the
Yeah.
griffins. Roll me animal handling check as you highs it.
Yeah.
Just
I mean, I saw the interaction last time when we had the griffin, so I keep like a respectful distance. I'm not going straight up to its face and just, hey, you, animal handling. All right, so 20.
So you walk over to the griffin. Go ahead and ask.
Hello there. Are you having a nice day?
It looks at you, up and down. Yeah, I'm having good day.
That's, very good, yeah. I was wondering, we heard about this dragon over by the lake. Do you know what kind of dragon it is? Have you seen it? Or maybe one of your friends has seen it?
We patrol high above the lake, so we don't have to interact with it.
Oh, okay. But you have probably very good eyesight, yeah? Yeah, so can you, does it live in the lake or, in a...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But you don't know its color.
Color.
Doesn't have, different... I heard, different dragons have different colors, right?
Maybe. I've only ever seen one dragon before.
Oh, okay.
I mean, actually, no, I've seen more dragon.
Oh, okay. Are there other dragons not too far from you?
Well, they're not really dragons. It's just the person I own calls them a dragon.
Oh, okay. So it's not. What is it then? If it's not a dragon,
It looks more like a very big eel.
big eel.
But I've seen a bunch of those things. There's quite a few of them in that lake. And then there's the big one, the one that attacked our wall the other day.
Oh, like an eel on land.
No. The eel ones are always in the
Yeah,
water.
but
We're talking about the other one.
what is the other one then?
It has a shell.
Like a shell? Oh, like a turtle shell?
I don't know. Like a snail.
Right. Okay. Huh. So that is interesting. Right. Well,
I think I could take it.
I'm sure you can. So, but thank you. Do you want a cruncher?
No, I only eat meat.
Okay. Well, I could meet some. Okay. One moment.
You have ferret.
Ferret.
I like ferret very much.
Yeah, sure. I can make like a quick ferret snack. I pull.
Well, just a ferret.
Well, I don't have a ferret here. I could probably call one magically, but it would probably disappear when you try to eat it. So it.
Oh, that's useless.
Yeah.
And it just starts trotting away.
All right. So I guess you don't want this roast ferret stick then.
No, I want a full living ferret to hunt.
Oh, okay. Well,
It looks very excited when it says that.
I'll look over at one of the nearby Griffin riders or guards or anything. Hey, this guy wants a ferret to hunt, and then I'll walk away.
It's not feeding time yet, and the other one looks pissed off at him that he said that.
All right, I'll go back to the group then. So I spoke to I actually forgot to ask his name, but one of the Griffins, he was actually kind of nice. But he told me that there are like, it's not actually a dragon. It's just his rider calls it a dragon, but it's some kind of, well, there are like big eels in the water that are very, very big. But there's also something else. It has a shell, like he said, like a snail. I tried to ask him, like, was it like a turtle? But he didn't know exactly what the turtle was, I think, maybe. So, I don't know.
You see Miriam push his fucking face into her hands. A fucking dragon turtle? Are you kidding me?
Is that...
Worse than a normal dragon.
Okay. Well, so maybe we don't go to the lake then. Fair enough. I mean, I was just suggesting it could be nice to see the lake, you know.
I had good. There's 5 gold.
Ah, thank you.
Now, before the conversation continues, John notices Aldo just move over and lean in the door frame, watching you all again. Now you may continue.
I was just gonna ask you, with the information about eels and the possible confirmation of dragon turtle, do we know can I roll to figure out what the eels might be?
Yeah, dragon eels.
Oh, that's a thing. Oh, I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah. Last campaign you fought.
I forgot about those. We were a lot higher level when we fought those last time.
I think we can take it, guys.
So if there are like, I don't understand these dragon things. I mean, can they like? It seems like they are almost as horny as the birds. I mean, they like dragon turtles, dragon eels, dragon born, dragon. There are so many dragon things. Can they like?
The jokes about dragons and bards are a thing for a reason.
I would say I've never been more offended by something that was probably completely true.
But I didn't like to offend or anything.
I mean,
I
Luther, why don't you compare it to the other things that we've fought before? I mean, certainly we could handle something as benign sounding as a turtle, right?
Right.
Can you punch a mountain?
Well, you could make a really big crackpot then.
I mean, a turtle does sound like it'd be easier to wrestle than a dragon.
I mean, you just flip it on its back. But, well, I mean, something that I was wondering if we ever considered, what if that Aldo guy was trying to, like, you know, put some, like, a little thing in our ear about, like, hey, there's a thing over there, and try to lure us over there for us to deal with it.
Well, I don't know. Aldo, did you, was that your intention?
Wait, did anybody point out Aldo?
John,
sir. Nobody noticed except John.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought you said that all of a sudden. All right, sorry.
Oh, yeah. No.
Only John has a passive high enough to see his passive.
And Lily
stuff.
is saying this without the knowledge he's right there.
Yeah. John, every reaction I have on my face is his reaction, by the way.
I can't do that. I can't watch Skype and pay attention to the game.
I mean, it is very possible that he was planting a thought in our mind to see if we would pursue it or to see how we would react to such a tease of information.
But he wasn't the one who told us about the trouble with the dragon. I mean, that was like the captain. No. I asked the captain.
The captain said there was an issue. He wouldn't say what the issue was, but then Aldo guy was like, "Hey, the issue is this dragon." And
That is right. Yeah.
So he worked off our piqued interest to want us to probably delve deeper into the issue.
I mean,
If you guys are that worried about it, we can just kill him. I mean, we don't have to keep looking over our shoulders.
Well, we don't even know where to find him. And also, killing's
Ah.
not really like that's murder. Well, I mean,
Where's
let's not like go straight to murdering someone or something. Unless they attack us first, then it's free game.
That seems like a terrible way to get yourself killed. No, but okay.
I don't want to like. Why would we kill him? I mean, he took my crunchers, but I got it back, so it's.
It's really creepy.
Well, sure, but so can you be sometimes, you know.
Wait, how am I creepy?
I mean,
I think it's the scales.
no, it's the eyes. You know, sometimes because you have these slit eyes, and sometimes it feels like you are really staring at me, even though I know that you're not really actually staring on anything. It's just it's a little bit unsettling sometimes.
Joey, at this point, Lily takes out that object I wanted to make with magical tinkering, and I point it at Gunther and spray. Just go at it.
Gunther, you see this large basin with a aimed, almost like crossbow-like aim at the front that shoots a mist of water across.
Hey, why did you do that? I mean, Miriam, drive me.
No, you deserve that one.
Why? I mean, there's no. I was just being honest. I mean, I'm sure there are some things about me that the one of you finds very irritating.
There's a list.
Gunther, a hand over your shoulder offers you a little handkerchief.
Well, thank. Wait.
You look back and Aldo's just standing there.
Oh, hey, there you are. Hey, there's Waldo. I mean, Aldo. Hey.
Just smiles at you
Hey,
all.
Lily has a question for you.
How long you been there? Yeah.
A while.
Past couple minutes.
Damn it, John.
Been a while.
You're good.
You didn't see me. Oh, well, I guess you're not as good.
Noteworthy. Yeah.
I think you guys should.
He would have Joey seen, because I put it in the chat. I was spinning my dagger, like flashing him, like right where he was. He knew I knew he was there.
Do you guys want to like fight it out or something? You seem to have some sort of rivalry.
But Gunther, that might not be like a fighting thing. That might just be, a connection that they need to explore in private.
Oh, I think there's no possibility that either of us are going to make it very long without killing the other.
Well, I
one,
mean,
right?
you don't have
Probably?
to. You can't fight without trying to
Wait,
kill someone.
I thought it was just a wrestle. Why is everyone talking about killing people? Like,
Yeah, exactly. I was
know.
like,
It's the easiest
It's
solution. to the
his
problem.
job. It's our job. It's everybody's job. I mean, we're just doing our jobs.
I mean, I like to punch things sometimes someone without like killing them, you know.
I mean, how much killing have we done in the past few days, honestly?
Well, yeah, but
That is a good question.
Hey,
How much
you
killing
know
has
what?
you
Those
done
were
in
like
the past
anyone.
few days?
those were like monsters. They're not people.
yeah, that thing had like 12 mouths.
Did you kill the good doctor?
He was already dead.
Oh, I'm not supposed to ask questions. I apologize.
Gunther, Lily will spray Miriam as he's about to break the non-disclosure thing.
That is very useful, Lily. I like that invention.
So
Anyways, I was just popping in to say goodnight to all of you.
yeah, sure.
Is it already nighttime?
Hey, you're not
is,
going
yeah.
to like try to kill the Delros siblings, right?
Have a good night. And he walks out
Okay,
of the
that is not an answer.
Insight check.
Vibe check.
Sure.
Vibe check.
Insight.
Yeah. Gunther's also going.
He seems incredibly. He's enjoying your interactions with him because of how uncomfortable you all seem to feel.
And also, we're just like probably everything he heard was absolutely entertaining.
Oh yeah. The entire time he's been very entertained with you
He's
all.
like, I like these people.
Too bad I have to kill him tomorrow.
But you have no idea if that silence was him confirming, denying, or just ignoring.
Well,
Hard to read.
if it's nighttime, then we should better head out.
Clover, can I have you do me a favor before we wrap up for the evening?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, can you just I've my watch. I just finished eating and it's still got some grease. Could you just grab that for me and give it a few winds? Thank you.
Oh, okay.
I would like to cast Mage Hand to grab the watch.
Just gonna jump back.
What are
when
you
she
doing,
sees the Mage
Marianne?
Hand.
You don't see Mage Hand. Wait, do you see Mage Hand?
No,
Yeah,
Mage,
it's only specific
Damn it.
classes that have it.
Arcane Trickster is the one that has the invisible one.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm thinking you might have had enough vacation.
I mean, I haven't even done anything yet.
What's going on?
I have no
It's
idea.
fine. Just if you could get my watch real quick. Marion, do we need to have a talk?
I don't know, do we?
No, I think we're good.
An 11 to grab it.
Hey,
From
I actually see that with my passive.
Nobody
just trying to grab the watch from the mage hand, unless it flew back. I thought it was still standing there.
Well, he said he's mage handing to try.
Yeah, he
to
hasn't
grab
grabbed it
There was
yet.
no
My watch
opposition.
is just
Yeah, he casts mage hand and John's immediately aware. Like everyone's aware.
So, I don't know. Did I grab it?
I'm not stopping. Like it's there. You can take it.
I guess Clover picks it up.
It's on a chain, and he's just asking if you'll wind it for him.
Does it even work?
Yeah, you can't hear it. It's
Here, but the time's not even right on it, unless it's just
Well,
ticking the
that's-
tick.
yeah, I can get. That's why we need to wind it up. You know, get it a little. It doesn't work properly, but it does its job.
Okay, she'll wind
Exactly.
it up. She's a little weirded out, but she'll wind it up.
What exactly is that thing? I mean,
It's my alarm. I'm going to bed here very shortly. You know, when the alarm goes off, I wake up and it's not great.
So it's like a mechanical chicken. I mean, rooster.
Yeah.
I can make one of those.
Oh yeah, that would be good actually.
Why,
So
though?
anyways, are you all sleeping here, or are you leaving to get on your boat and fly away?
That's the wait for Violet.
Yeah, that was.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I think we're ready to go, but Clover does want to do the thing with the merchant guy.
And I also
Alright.
want to speak to Violet before we go.
Okay. A couple of more hours past dusk go by. You're nearing closer to the witching hour at this point. Violet comes walking down the hallway to check on everybody, and you see a very distinct level of fatigue on her face at this point. Very long day. And everybody else has been done with their check-in for hours. Well, I suppose this is goodbye. On a good note, I've talked to the captain, and well, our merchant is going to be released, as well as released from his post.
Okay, he's just getting fired. Okay. Can I go say hi since he was a friend?
Well, he's getting released in the morning.
Oh, we can't just visit the cell?
Well, no, the jails are privatized. Only standing officers are allowed there, as well as the MP.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Hey,
Don't worry. I'll. Do you want me to spend the night there and make sure he's okay?
No, it's fine. You should just take care of yourself.
yeah, we met this really creepy guy. His name is Aldo. I think he might be some bad business. He said he was, he was the kind of guy who likes to, he orders to tie up loose ends or something. That's what John said anyway.
If I can give you all a recommendation, the best thing to do with Zaj is to not engage with him at all. If you spark his attention, he can sometimes be overwhelming and might look for a reason to do his job.
But yeah, he's very creepy.
What is his job exactly?
He's a cleaner.
Oh, great.
He cleans up any problems that could possibly arrive. You know, people who create cultist religions to overthrow the religious power of the empire. People who betray the empire, people who talk illy about it and spread false propaganda about it, people who commit crimes in public or otherwise, things like that. As a Volstrucker, he does have the power and ability to do whatever he desires, legally speaking.
I did get that kind of vibe from him.
That's kind of bad. But
yeah, just don't engage with him directly, and you should be fine. Just don't. You all have very broad personalities. You just don't want to draw his attention.
We would never think of doing that, ever.
I think we sort of already did, but well, I don't know. It's we are going to leave, so good luck with the dragon turtle.
Thank you all very much, and of course, if you need anything, reach out. Okay. Me, my brother, we have a very influential benefactor.
Oh.
Is it Natasha Gloomworm by any chance? Also, you probably wouldn't know if she came through town or something.
I don't recognize that name. I apologize.
Was that the pretty lady from the ball?
Yeah, we had a nice talk. She's supposed to do a favor for me.
Right.
Violet. Sorry, Gunther, I didn't mean to interrupt you there. You said that anything we need, we're heading back to Lexington for a bit. Do you happen to have any sort of a stay or, place that we could maybe just crash at for our stay there? We won't, make a mess or anything.
In Rexingtrum?
Yes.
I do not have an estate in Rexingtrum. My family isn't from there. I apologize.
Darn.
Well, you could just get a tavern, isn't that? Or, this place.
I thought you all were doing work for the Empire. Wouldn't they just house you for free? The Cerberus Assembly has near limitless funds for these types of things. I imagine if you just ask your benefactor, they will just give you shelter.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll just ask Uluton then.
Thank you all very much. And she will go through and shake every single person's hand in this room.
Oh, one more thing. I didn't see Dylan for a bit. Just tell him to sit by and stuff. Sorry that couldn't see him, or he didn't see me off.
Yeah, Dylan's not going to be staying at the outpost since he's on leave. He is single, by the way. I'm not really sure how he feels about into he's a nice kid, very good guy,
Yes.
great job as well. Just in case
Big sisters.
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I just realized I am a really bad sister. And she just starts walking away.
Maybe I
Lily
could
just
set
waves.
him. I have a cousin who is. She could probably be. I mean, she's a little bit on the heavy side, but he could fit her, I think.
So, Myriad, how many times has Lily tried to set you up with someone?
This year or our lives?
Your life?
As you see, Miriam pulls out his other spell book and pulls to the entire. These are my spells. Moves 5 pages. Where do you want to start?
Is it just like one of those, like, you know, the magazine, like Graveur, like things that's like at this page, but then it folds out?
It just keeps unfolding.
Well, anyway, should we get going to back to Rexentrum then?
Yes.
All right. I want to beat up this dwarf. I mean, human dwarf lady.
I thought she was a halfling.
No, she's like more like a half dwarf or something.
It's a dwarf woman.
You know, if you win this, you are supposed to marry her, right? Like,
You tried saying that before. It's still just a no.
Good. This
no,
is
it's not. That's
completely
lying.
true.
It's their culture.
It is literally like part of the culture. We read it on the way
No,
over
that was
here.
not. It was not part of any of like challenge or anything. So it's. I mean, I just challenge her for her title of warrior. So if I become a warrior, then she's no longer a warrior. That's my challenge.
Yeah, because she's your wife then. She's the wife of a warrior then.
No, I don't.
There's honor in that.
Yeah, no, it's not true. I hope.
I like how this is how Lily and Clover finally connect.
Teasing Gunther.
Right. Well, I'm ready to go.
I'm just saying, you could probably do worse.
Well, of course, I mean, if she's a good fighter, then she's a good, you know.
But right before the fight, if you tell her that you could probably do better, she'll probably fight harder as well.
Well, I want her to be at her best when we fight. You know?
I kind of want to see this. Let's double tap it there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hold back, so why wouldn't she? I mean,
Yes.
Alrighty. So, as you all are leaving the fortress of Odeslo to wander outside of it for a longer period of time before summoning your magical ghost ship to fly away, I think this is a good place for us to go ahead and go on break, everybody. And when we come back, you all make it back to Rexingtrum. But a few days later, we'll be right back. Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. Before we jump back into the action, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. All those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting us a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some bitchin' emotes. In addition to that, if you're interested in joining any of our campaigns, we have open slots available. Reach out to me and let me know. Where last we left off, the party had flown away from Ferguson Sanatorium over to Odeslo. When you arrive, you released all of the people who were held captive there by the corrupted beauty and allowed them to go about their business as they were being checked in. John, who apparently is going by JJ now, ended up noticing a strange, bald-headed, shaved eyebrowed, pale individual with many blades underneath their long trench coat. Flashing his dagger at the individual's attention was drawn, causing him to immediately approach over towards you all. After engaging with him for a short period of time, you realize this guy's very off-putting, creepy, but you're not sure if he's disarming or a dick or, like, you should be on edge at all times. It's just weird. After leaving the engagement, you all decided to look into some things happening out of Odeslo, realizing there was a dragon attack that happened here. Though some of the party's like, yeah, we could fuck up a dragon turtle, the rest of the party has this little thing called common sense and self-preservation instinct that made them think, nah, that's probably not a great idea. And the party decided to listen to those individuals for once. After all of this, you met up with Zaj once again, who apparently you've all caught the interest of. Immediately after engaging with him, you talked with Violet one last time, where you found out from her, yeah, just try not to catch his attention and you're the safest you can possibly be. Just don't be interesting to him. Don't make him want to pursue you, and you should be fine. Yeah. Anyways, you all left Odeslo and decided that you were going to walk for a long period of time before flying back over towards Rexingtrum, picking back up the good Dr. Basin Traudel, as well as his personal patient that you all are going to be releasing to hopefully go over to Pride's Call by the name of Aojabe. Now, as you're all on the ship, flying back, over the next 5 days, or sorry, not on the ship, you're all taking the cart and leaving. Over the next 5 days, you all travel, sticking to the road, enjoying the fresh air. It's heating up here in the Empire. You're feeling the warmth starting to push further up north. The winter that you all had experienced previously subsiding and pulling away from you all. It's very nice. This slightly warmer environment. And by slightly, again, we will use freedom units in this channel. It is roughly about 65, 70 degrees. A little windy.
That's pleasant.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, it's nice.
Is that what they're called?
Freedom units? Fuck yeah. Also, incorrect units is the other word for it. Lazy units, if you would. Fahrenheit. Someone else called it that. Am I wrong?
Freedom, freedom, freedom. Oi!
And you all continue traveling out to Rexingtrum. You arrive outside of the city walls, flash your multipass, and are allowed inside. No questions asked.
Oh, that's nice.
The tension here at the wall seems a little bit more on edge. There's a much larger presence of Zemnian guards around, Crown's guards even, and a handful of mages you see patrolling the outside as well. These mages look young, though. For humans, in their late teens, early 20s. Very, very fresh meat to be a defensible line of protection here in the capital. as you are moving through. It takes you but 3 blocks in Rexingtrum before you see a familiar familiar gnome step out and gesture towards an alleyway towards you all.
Wait, didn't we kill that gnome?
No, not the one who works for the captain.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. For some reason, I was going back to the gnome that was doing the mushroom shit.
Oh yeah.
Are we talking about the excavator? Is that the one? Or
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
excavator.
He had another name, but got it.
Nod and direct the cart over there.
Oh wait, I thought we had to go to Oladon's house to turn this in.
We will in a moment.
Yeah.
You all pull down into the alleyway where you see he is at the end of it already with about 3 other hired muscle guards standing a good berth away from the cart. As you all have moved into this alleyway, you see another 3 guards go behind it, leaving you all surrounded.
Hello. Hey.
Hello.
What's with those? It seems like everyone is a little bit more on edge. Isn't?
You see the tabaxi?
Perception check, Clover. 17, you do not see her. Yeah, there's been reports of certain wares that have been robbed on the road for Deslo.
Oh.
And they're checking merchants and fair folk coming in and out of the city for these wares.
Did you guys rob them? And you need us to walk it through or something?
No, on the contrary, we were robbed.
That's odd.
Yes.
Well,
But do you have any?
You want us to find them?
I was curious because of circumstances. Was it all of you? Now, I'm only going to ask once. If you are honest with us, we understand it was a mistake. Did you rob Vendas?
I'm just eating some crunchers and trying to ignore them.
Miriam can honestly
His report
say,
mentioned you all by name.
Is that was the merchant we ran into, but we didn't touch his, no. We ran into him, we saw him, we ate with him. He could tell you that.
Perception check, Clover.
He can tell you that. I'll use advantage on this one.
"Oh,
reroll that.
karma!"
Let me ask you something. What if we did?
20.
No, just for the sake of of team cooperation, I'm gonna flash a genius that as well.
I'm
So
gonna add
22.
2d4.
Jesus.
So 31.
Yeah, waste that now instead of at the captain's table.
All right, let me roll for him. He has a +5. Yeah. Okay. After you said that, Clover, his attention wanes over towards John, who chimes in with that. We would simply ask that our wares be returned to us.
Doesn't look like asking.
Well, that's a matter of perspective. You all are working with us, but you do not work for us yet.
Look, we already told you we didn't rob it. We're just on edge right now. We were just attacked by a bunch of crap.
Right. You're doing work for, Ladon, was it? Or Deslo?
Maybe it was that Volstrocker guy. stole it.
We
are currently under a contract where we cannot reveal the details of what we were there to do, but we are on a mission for the Empire, and we're about to go turn in said mission to then go see the captain and purchase some information.
Well, there's a bounty on the heads of the individuals who stole these wares, because it looks very poorly on us as an organization to not be able to safely send our wares where they need to go.
Well, there was a guy named Aldo that had a lead-lined trench suit that had a lot of weapons and stuff on it inside. Maybe he took it.
We'll look into it then. Sorry for the inconvenience, all. He waves his hand, and the three people behind you just leave the alley and spread into the streets. After you're done with whatever business you have with Uladan, come on by. There's a reward for all of you waiting.
Insight.
Oh,
Sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm gonna insight that.
I'm gonna
Yeah, Joey.
wave to him with the hand that has his stolen ring on it.
This is gonna be our first meeting with the
he
captain.
doesn't notice.
He doesn't notice.
Hey Joey, quick question. Can Lily I'll ask it as Lily.
Quick question, in case we find the people and stuff, how much is the bounty?
Given what they stole and what it's worth, we're willing to pay for the head of their Lita 1,000.
You haven't even said what was taken.
Nor do we have to.
Then how do we know if they stole something if we don't know what was stolen?
Not your concern. Anyways. Actually, you all are capable. If you see somebody trying to sell a suit of armor that allows somebody to breathe underwater, or a sword that allows them to combat dragons a bit better, yeah, you have our full permission to kill the person, bring their corpse back to us, and retrieve a bounty for these items, as well as returning the items to us. That part will grant you a favor with us.
So do we have a spare severed head from that insane asylum we found we're at?
I don't think.
None of you took
Damn
it.
Yeah, I don't think.
We have the doctor.
We have to turn him in.
Well, we need to turn in what we found. You know, maybe his head was mysteriously missing.
Polsha, 24 on your insight. He seemed a little miffed that he had to invite you back, as if he was told to invite you back. Not like he was being malicious, but like, man, I have to fucking send these fuckers back.
So they were sending that sword to combat the dragon turtle over there then.
I don't know anything about that.
No, so is like a dragon turtle in lake by Odeslo.
Oh, I'll make sure to not go fishing.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't big eels too, apparently. But anyway, let's go then.
Yeah, plus it's like we can turn this in, we can watch you fight that dwarf.
Yeah, I'm eager. I want to like get it over with. To punch her now.
So, you all are now heading over to Uladan's estate. You make your way back over to the beautiful outdoor garden encompassing the large estate, and your cart is stopped by the Crown's guards out front. As you all step through past the boundary, you see the glowing little glittering, sparking creatures or sensors around the area, just discerning whatever's magical on your persons as you are walking through. As you all are approaching, you see high up on a balcony, Uladan steps and looks down at all of you, raises his eyebrow, astonished.
Yeah, we were supposed to die on that mission, right?
Then heads back into his estate, By the time you all make it up the multiple stairs past all of the fountains, the doors are opened wide by Uladan, who's wearing long recreational robes right now that are Marquesian in nature. Very beautiful, very soft furs, and very ostentatious as he looks at you all. Well, I have to say I am concerned as to why you are back so soon.
Job's done.
Really?
Yes. Do you want to show Uladan the good doctor that we ended up finding?
Yep, already on it.
Lily says that she's got
Come
her hands in the bag.
Come inside. You are not. Before you act like typical adventurers and pull a dead body out of a sack in the middle of my yard, come inside.
I mean, we could have dumped the whole
Is
bag
he
of
wrong?
holding in front of his yard. That would have made a mess.
I just imagine we all just start laughing.
Yeah,
He's like,
and just-
"Oh, good God!"
Oh wait, no, it's not that corpse. Hold on. And
just dumps the bag out and just bodies.
yeah.
Bodies at the floor.
Yeah.
Well, let me.
They come from.
Missing here. Oh, you. Let me bring you back over onto the ballroom blitz map, which is his foyer that you all enter into.
Wait.
You see there are a great deal number of guards in here right now. Oh, Bess is not inside. Because they were not anticipating your arrival so soon.
Quick question: is that one announcer guy there again? Damn.
Because this is not an event. This is the middle of day, and he was sunbathing on his terrace.
How's this?
You all walk down. He gestures at the middle of the floor. You may dump the contents of everything that you have. Full report, please. Did any of you write it down?
Well, not right, but we have verbal reports and evidence from everything that we acquired.
You might want a stenographer present.
Hey, did we also took his journal, right? The diary?
Yes, we took the notes of his experiments, as it were.
Hand those over to me.
Motion to Lily to hand him over.
Yeah, Lily's just handing over everything that we want to hand over, and that's not known about.
So, medical documents from the repository, his notes, the corpse of the doctor.
I think that was.
We have the bodies of the creatures. Do we want to produce one of them, the dog?
Yeah, we do have. Yeah, we have the bodies, and we have the cut up body of one of the creatures. So
We have the nullifier chopped up,
Which
we can use for augments.
Yeah, I figured
but-
we were going to save the nullifier because Miriam wanted to dissect that.
By the way, Miriam, I believe you mentioned it before, but I don't remember you commenting on it on the way here since we had days of downtime, more or less. What you were copying the doctor's notes, right? So that we had our own copy?
So unfortunately, his notes are more after action reports. What Miriam needs is the process, and since the nature of this artifact, notes on it wouldn't be as useful, unfortunately.
Ah, okay.
Because this guy
Okay.
just said, "Hey, I did this crazy shit with this artifact." That's effectively what he wrote down.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not much scientific data on that. From my
Yeah.
understanding of the notes, DM, is that correct?
Sorry, I'm replying to
Ah.
people. Go ahead and ask that question again.
From the documentation we got from the doctor, it was more of, here's the things I did and here's my creations, rather than the process he did with the artifact, correct?
Correct.
So nothing I can as a wizard would be able to get anything out of. That's what I thought.
I mean, you have the object and you have the function that he managed to
Right.
create. You'll have to fill in the
Gotcha.
gap. You have the end product and the conduit. Fill in the process.
Right, so we don't have to worry about doing that.
That's what you need to do. Yeah. Alrighty. So he'll take the journals, books, and all of these items, placing them down onto the floor. Then he takes out a pair of glasses, puts them onto his head, lifts the book, and places it to his head. A minute later, he places the book back down. Well, it would seem that he's being very corrupt for a long time.
By the way,
Not anybody noticed.
I have a question. You or your associates wouldn't have happened to have rewarded him with a Jorhassian guard spider, right?
No.
Okay, just curious.
And Lily will kind of like, she's not going to give it to him, but she will show the vial that we collected of the poison, then pocket it again.
Well, what is that? Evidence?
Just, if we were just wondering if that was something we needed to reimburse, given that it attacked us in his quarters.
Probably should have brought back. Wait, didn't someone take one of their fangs?
I did. No. Or Gunther did.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty, so he received a gifted item and was using this strange artifact. Did you manage to find the artifact?
Quick question before I say anything. During in the reports and everything, was Beauty in there and out? Like, did we already explain our encounter with the corrupted Beauty stuff?
Corrupted Beauty was not noted in anything other than her personal journal.
Okay. In that case,
The last place that we saw anything like that was with a being that was corrupted, calling herself Beauty, and who used to be someone named Kile Truskin.
Roll me a deception check.
well, no, that is the last place.
That is a bold-faced
Last time
lie.
we
You
saw
guys
it.
have it in your possession.
No. The last time that Lily saw it was with.
Are you being... Then you would describe this as being deceptive with the information you are handling over.
I'm
not technically lying. The moment you say technically, you're fucking lying. Like, it's roll deception.
I'm not good at this. I don't know why I'm the one talking.
Because you're the one
everyone
talking.
else shut their mouth.
Clover wound my clock up, baby.
Don't blame Lily. Don't blame Lily.
There was a tie.
Lily waited a good 20 seconds for somebody to fucking say anything.
Yep.
Like, that was...
If there's a time to use your session advantage, it's now.
Actually, no. Yeah, I was hoping I could use my forceful presence from Dragonborn, but that's persuasion and intimidation, not deception. So yeah, advantage on the deception, and also gonna flash that genius, and hopefully, oh God. Okay, hey, that's a
Last year genius puts it to 20.
dirty 20. Okay, hey, that's not terrible.
I have to roll for him then.
Fuck.
He doesn't auto-succeed on that roll. So the Archmage of Diplomatic Unions is going to roll an insight check.
Yeah, the guy whose job it is to make sure. Thank God.
No, that he could have like a plus 11 or
Yeah,
plus
he
12 or
has.
some shit.
I think he has like a plus 14 because he did it to me last time.
Oh, fuck. Does anyone have anything?
But here's the thing, like as I said, Lily's not lying. Last time she saw it was with
But it's
with
you're being
Tolsha,
deceptive.
with the corrupted brute. Yeah, no, I'm being deceptive. I'm just saying it's like the way that he's gonna see it is it's not a full lie. It's just definitely not the whole truth.
So, where is the object now then?
Cruncher?
Bullshit, you want to say something?
Just give him it. That thing is bothering me anyways. I don't like having it.
Thank you, Clover.
It is in our possession.
And apparently it has effects on people when they touch it. It hasn't affected our friend here because she's magic resistant. So just be careful.
Yes, the burdens and beauties of Yuan-Ti. I've read that topic subject before. He'll produce a mage hand, and the mage hand sits in front of you, Tosha.
Keep forgetting to research this shit when we have it.
With all due respect,
You are not going to keep this from me.
I'm not trying to do that. I would believe Vesler would be appropriate in the situation as it is an Aeorian artifact.
Well, then you can hand it over to me, and I will proceed with it how I deem necessary.
I'll produce it and produce out the object. And
The mage hand takes it, and he begins walking over towards the stairs with the mage hand carrying it and places it onto a pedestal. A moment later, one of his guards come walking out and places a large glass container over it on the pedestal. He will then begin tracing it with a silver thread lining around the edges, lining over the box, lining within 5 feet of the box, all while continuing to listen to you. You may continue.
from what we've determined, it is strong in the transmutation school of magic.
Oh.
To the point that it is able to transform anyone or anything it can touch in some manner.
He stops mid-ritual. Really? Anybody?
In some manner, yes. We believe that this was the origin of these monstrosities from the doctor using this as a catalyst.
We just gave the xenophobes a way to change someone's race.
Yeah, I was gonna comment on that as Lily later, but yeah.
From what
Could
we
always
can
fight the guy.
from what we can tell at the moment, it can change any aspect of the being, from race to possibly even mental state.
To gender.
But from what I've seen so far, it is not easy to control.
My girlfriend is obsessed with this.
My girlfriend is obsessed.
Thank you for that, Wyatt.
What if that
How
came
does
from
that
the
play through my
artifact?
mic? My mic's muted.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was not.
It was not.
Sorry. I don't know.
It's okay.
Alright.
You might be using a different mic than your intended one if you're not muting it through your button.
The only thing I can theorize that might stop something is if there is any metal out there that is resistant to transmutation properties, sort of like how lead is resistant to divination properties. In theory, it exists. I just don't know of any.
Well, I'll tell you all what. I'm going to throw in another 2,000 gold if this artifact is not mentioned to anybody else.
Artifact.
Precisely.
What about instead of that, you just keep your boy off her back?
Oh, yeah. Can you tell that wherever can you tell Aldo to like stop like looking places? He's kind of creepy.
Yes, he was a safety precaution that I put in place. I apologize. I'll call him off of all of you. No problem.
I think he actually maybe followed us for a little bit. I felt something like tapping me on the shoulder, and I thought maybe because he handed me like a handkerchief over my shoulder, and I didn't even hear him.
That is his specialty, yes.
Joey,
I deal with things on the surface, but he is one of my more reputable, let's call them gods. He handles things for me that a man of my status and capabilities should not be handling personally.
Right.
Well, I do hope you'll consider us in a similar regard for tasks that need to be done.
I must say, I am tremendously impressed with all of your capabilities. He waves his hand from side to side, and you see chairs that were pushed over to the side swooping over behind all of you. And a much larger, more comfortable chair swoops up behind him that he just sits inside of.
I'll take a seat in one of the chairs.
Oh, right.
Miriam will stand behind the chair Lily sits in, because I know she is definitely sitting in the chair.
Oh yeah, I know for sure. She aims for it, sits in it, accidentally lands on her tail incorrectly, and like gives a yip, and then readjusts and sits.
Yep. Gunthros goes to sit down on it.
So, you all got there in marvelous time. Less than 3 weeks to go there, complete the job, and come all the way back here. You had time to make a presence of yourself, known in Odeslo and noted of as well. Seems that you have picked up a couple of allies there, presuming survivors of any variety.
There were.
Oh. Well then. I have to say, marvelous job. I would be lying if I said I did not, if I wasn't impressed. Usually people of your capabilities are already known here. But, thank you. Your payment will be brought out to you. Do you want it in the form of platinum, in gold, or credit?
Platinum would be preferred.
Easy enough.
A lot lighter.
Gold.
You want gold, sir? Very well. We will have that arranged for you. Now, one of you has a particular favor. That's weird. Gunther.
Hmm?
Or, sorry, what was the fake alias you gave?
Walter.
Walter. Volta. The Gnaw folk. You wish to fight Zatir, correct?
Yeah. I mean, we just had a challenge. The duel.
Well, I can give you a note, and if you go over to her village, they should be capable of accepting you in for a duel.
All right. Yeah.
Question,
Where is the village? Is it far away?
It's not terribly far away. It is over. It's southeast of here, in the Chris Vale thicket.
Mm. Is that far from Hoppadook?
The thicket is right beside.
Oh,
Hoppadook.
okay. Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course.
We did, however, try to warn you that the moment you do this duel, that's like a marriage proposal.
And Lily begins like she's with her. She like one side that's facing Gunther looks normal, but the other side she's kind of like trying to wink at Udalon to try to get him to play along with this.
And I'm like immediately turning to her and just. They've been telling me that a long time. It's not true, right? It's not.
I would be lying to you if I said I fully comprehended the customs of marriage and proposal out there. I wouldn't put it past the community, though. Why don't you ask her?
For marriage? No.
Well, if that is the
No,
circumstance.
no, I don't want that. So, I mean, being so mean, I was just offering, like, the meat.
You have a problem with strong women?
No, but I like people who are respectful. I just offered her some, those meat rocks you had, and she was just so,
Meat rocks. Ah, very good. Well, I don't know what to tell you. You can ask, or you can fight her and hopefully lose if that is the circumstance, or maybe hopefully win if your heart changes in the.
Well, we will see anyway.
Right. Is there anything else you all would like to ask of me? I am reasonably impressed with you right now, and you have direct access to me, something that is fleeting in coming weeks.
We're probably gonna head that way soon. Do we need like a entry pass for Huppadook?
No, not at all. Rexington, being the capital, is more difficult to get into than many other locations, whereas Huppadook, getting into the city is relatively easy. Getting in any of the facilities owned and operated by the Empire, well, they have their own protections through the tinkering means.
Ooh, I would like to ask something. If there is, like some sort of thing you can get so that you are never, you never get like a bounty for beating someone up, like in a tavern brawl or something.
Are you asking for diplomatic
Oh
immunity?
my god!
No, I'm not sure exactly what that is, but I mean, I just want to be able to have a fight now and then and not having to worry about like people being so like bounties and such,
Roll me persuasion.
Oh my god, Gunther. I swear to God.
I just imagine if it succeeds and stuff. Next time we get in a fight and the guards come, halt, you're under arrest, and Gunther's like, diplomatic immunity.
Yeah, I'm gonna use session inspiration for this.
And then one.
I just want to have the right to kick the shit out of
It's
anybody.
been revoked.
Yeah, I was gonna say one of the guards stabs him. It's been revoked.
So 18.
I'll tell you what. I cannot grant you diplomatic immunity because you do not own an estate outside of the Empire.
Oh, okay.
Or even in the Empire.
No.
However, if you would like to put your portion of the funds that you just got into procuring an estate, then that estate, we could potentially level it up to be a diplomat's estate.
Well, would it like pay for the whole thing?
Depends how much money you put forward and how much of the estate you wish to
How much
purchase.
is real estate here in Rexington nowadays?
Actually, a little expensive.
Oh, you could get yourself 1.5 acres outside of the city. Is actually on sale right now for about 16,000 gold. Right
Wouldn't
now.
they be gouging the market during wartime when everybody is like congregating towards?
No, but
16,000 for 1.5 acres of, if you remember, burnt landscape. Yeah, that's not buildings; it's just land.
and they
Well,
need
I
a
will
druid
have
to
to
come
think
around.
about that. I didn't want to like buy a home or anything until I start building a family. So,
Well, who knows after this fight?
God damn it. Also, Gunther, we have plans for this money.
well, I want to find my own family first. My actual family, and not this dwarf woman.
Well, we're heading in the general direction anyway, so
Yeah. Well,
He flicks a card, flicks it towards you, Gunther, as it floats and then slowly falls, so you can pick it in the air.
It's a neat trick.
If you hand that into a god and you have not committed any capital punishment-worthy crimes, it will exempt you from that.
Capital punishment. So, like only here in Rexentrum, then?
No, but no. Like, so long as you're not committing mass genocide of people who don't deserve
no,
it.
I don't. I only do that on people who deserve it. Or like, maybe not genocide. That sounds a bit harsh.
It depends on perspective. But anyways, don't do that. Don't do any conspiracies against the Empire. Of
I
course.
just like to beat up people sometimes when we drink together.
No assaulting of high-ranking officers or diplomats.
But what if they assault me first?
You are always welcome to defend yourself.
Right, good.
So long as you don't win.
Well, that's true.
I'm messing
okay,
with you.
Good.
Kind of.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Of course. Anybody else? Any last conversations or favors?
Same thing I asked you at the party.
Same answer I gave you as before. You're getting there. You're creating a bit of a name for yourself.
You said we were impressive, and we have an archaeologist, and points at Tolja, who
You are impressive.
obviously
You may have an archaeologist, but what we talked about previously, he looks around the room, is far more dangerous, and I do not trust you all yet. One of you just tried to lie to me to keep an artifact out of my grips.
To be fair, it's a very powerful artifact.
Oh, very understandable, but I cannot trust you with... Not fully, at least. Gain my trust. You have my respect and my impression.
Is there any way we could gain either access to, well, areas to research, perhaps either ancient societies or even magic, as it were?
Well, you could talk to the Cobalt Soul. But that is not really members of the Cerberus Assembly, so you'll have to go through them.
Sure.
Hey, there is one other thing I would like to do if it's possible. I mean, I heard something about this, that it is possible to do something called like a trademark. I'm not sure exactly how it's work, but you know, I have these crunchers. Do you want one? They are very good, and I want to like, they are just mine, you know. I want to be like the one who makes them and sells them.
Purchase yourself some land. You've already made quite an impression for people who would be interested in picking it up.
All right, yeah. Something for the future, anyway.
I guess last thing, unless someone else says something after this, do you know where we can make some purchases? For I know it's difficult during wartime, but something like maybe just magical doodads or just some paper or anything like that.
Are you requesting magical paper and ink?
Yes.
I can supply you with some of that.
Woo.
Give me 200 gold and I'll give you 200 gold's worth.
It's like I'm going through Lily's stuff. Yeah, I got 200. Yeah, Lily gets 20 platinum out of her stuff.
Thank you very much. He'll wave his hand and paper and ink comes flying over and sits on your lap, Lily. But anyways, is that everything?
I just want to make sure that the money we're getting from the dwarf he has, so we don't have to go all the way down to that place though.
No. He has the money.
I know. I just want to make sure.
Yeah. We'll pay you. Well then, all of you, pleasure. John, would you mind waiting behind as everybody else leaves?
God damn it!
insight check?
Sure.
Like that's very sus.
Sure.
Oh, that wasn't supposed to.
You're on whisper roll, but a 22 discerns you. He wants to speak about something to John out of earshot of all of you.
So something we already okay.
Well, that's what you discern. It's something he wants to specifically speak to John about.
All right, John. Oh, sorry, Lily. As we're kind of walking out, we'll real quick just leave JJ the spray bottle just in case he needs it. You never know. And yeah.
John could probably kill somebody with that. Yeah.
What?
I believe it.
Waterboard them.
So, question. You said we would get like 2,000 for the whole not speaking about the artifact thing. Was that for each of us or for as a party?
No, you're not getting the 2,000 anymore. Zaj is being called off of.
Oh, right. Yeah.
We don't have the master assassin looking at us anymore. That's probably worth $2,000.
Could be.
Not bad. You paid off your bounty. Congrats.
Well, that one, anyways.
All right, so everybody else leaves the estate. The door shuts behind you all. And Uladon stands up and walks over towards you, John. We have mutual friends. Someone informed me that you are looking for the handler, correct?
Yeah.
The money will be handed over to the proper individual, of course. Are you sure you wish to pursue him? Very dangerous person.
Which of my company did you hear about this from?
A certain captain.
Okay. Yeah. Need to find him.
Very well. The handler is going on a cycle, passing through Glory Road and multiple other locations. His last whereabouts, a week and a half ago, he was heading back to Nugvarot. There was somebody there who had seen something happen that needed their memory wiped.
Do you know why I need
Like
to
me
go?
bring you back over to the map?
You know why I need to go see him, do you not?
I have a theory, but I don't know specifics. Though I have seen you in the company of other members, you and I don't really have that much in common.
Is that why you were having me followed since the ball?
Wait, since the ball? The first person I sent after you was Zaj.
Right. So that was a different person.
You were being followed at the ball. We had maximum security. Nobody was here of ill intent.
Well, then I feel a bit less okay for both of us.
Anyways, if you go after this individual, they are going to be well protected from people not seen. And their magecraft in general is exceptional against people that are weak-willed and weak-minded.
definitely see how that might be the case.
I should also inform you that if you have the intentions of handling him, he works for one of my colleagues. Specifically, directly underneath. He is a valuable asset to that colleague. Just making sure you're aware of the situation you are moving into. Your business is your own, and I have no particular love for this colleague.
From the initial information I gathered way back in Prite's call from the journal, the contacts, all of that, was it implied the tie was to the Archmage? You know the one, the one with Trent.
Trent, the Archmage of Propaganda.
Yeah, and it wasn't an explicit connection, but that was the implied theory, at least at that time. Okay.
Yeah, he is the one who trains and creates the Volstruckers.
I just don't want to.
He is in charge of the entire Volstrucker union, I guess you would call it.
John would not ask for information that he implicitly thinks he already has. So, okay. Would he be accepting of a replacement or a rehire?
Somebody with that amount of skill, very hard to replace. But a useful asset is a useful asset. It always takes precedence over bad action when it comes to him.
You've met him before, this character, this handler?
I've come into contacts with the handler. I've never had him closer than within 100 feet of me. That is where most of his magics cannot touch you.
No face, then.
I've seen his face.
Show me.
He waves his hand around and you see a purple illusion shifting and changing very quickly. Let me actually get his image.
Oh my, he has an image.
Wait, so is he just taking the money that he was going to give to the captain? I'm confused.
No, you're going to pay the captain. Crimes like these, they like to keep the money and the information separate so people don't ever
link two and two together.
Intermingle. Yes.
Because technically speaking, you're getting the information before you've paid for it.
Right, but are you really going to betray both the captain and Uladan?
I mean, we've already stolen from the captain.
Yeah, but you got away with it for now.
For now.
Yeah, we just say we don't know what was stolen, so how do we know if we've stumbled across it?
Oh, no, we know it was stolen now.
Well, yeah.
What's his name told us? Pete.
And we could say, yeah, no, we found some bandits on the road dead after an owl bear attack.
No, just a regular bear attack, because it's probably Gunther who killed him.
The image is loading right now.
Oh.
You see a more wear and tear worn, younger looking man. Somebody who looks like he was aged forcibly through experience. With silvered hair that's unnaturally silver and a very pristine look to himself. There's a very large class symbol of the Volstrucker program, something that many individuals would never actually wear as a Volstrucker, because half of the job is to be unseen. He looks fit, but not exceptional. You would rank him probably on par with Mirian in that regard. Just not a Goliath.
I understand your reasoning for helping me given the situation, but may I ask, do you intend to put me at a disadvantage in this regard? Are you informing on me?
No, I do not. That's why I wish to handle giving you this information myself from our mutual friend. he had to come through me to gain access to this knowledge anyways.
And this is going to be one of those rare times I do ask for an insight check, because I do care whether or not he's lying. So
Go for it.
And I know he's very good.
But you have a fighting
I got
chance.
a fighting chance.
Ooh, you do have a fighting chance.
My flash of genius because I gave him the spray bottle.
I don't think you're there.
Damn.
Okay, you actually beat him.
If he's
He has ulterior motives as to why he's giving you this information. He wants you to have it. He's being upfront as he can possibly be. But he definitely has an ulterior motive that he's kind of laying at without revealing.
Going through with this may not even wind up killing him, as long as I get what's mine. But we'll see when that day comes.
There is one thing I'm going to ask you for, though, given this information. And, of course, if your mind is not protected, I can contact you over long distances and tell you if his position changes, if it is made aware to me. In return for this, I need you to look into something. A specific memory he should have on his person. June 19th, last year. Whatever memories he has labeled as that, I need them. Safely returned to me. I assume you want to know if his position changes.
I think that's a fair exchange. Yes, I would. Nogvarot,
And...
Nogvarot was the last.
Nogvarot was the last location he was headed to, but a week ago. He was known at Huppaduk, heading up to Nogvarot. Given the amount of expedience you have shown so far, you should be able to catch him. If you're quick enough. And of course, the information that you retrieve should be handed over to our mutual friend, who will hand it to me. I never want to be in direct contact with you again. Fair?
I'll see you.
He'll wave his hand and the door opens up for you where you see your friends are out there, I don't know, playing jacks or something.
Lily is in the process of freaking out Gunther by, like, whenever he's looking away, tapping his other shoulder as if Aldo was there.
So he wasn't allergic to water, holding out the bottle.
I mean, you can't be allergic to water, you'll just die.
I mean, you can be.
I mean, let's test the theory.
Lily will spray Gunther a bit more.
I'm gonna grab Lily and push her down into the ground and sit on top of her. So you can't just you would die because your body is mostly water, you know?
I mean, unless you're like a being of fire.
Right. Huh. Is that what dragonborns are? I look down at her.
I mean, there's one way to find out. I say to hand Gunther the spray bottle.
Huh. I spray Lily a couple times and then I step off.
You know you had that one coming, Lily.
Okay, are we even now? You stop spraying me, I stop sitting on you.
Never.
All right. Well, I guess we are having a rivalry then.
Shall we head to our next appointment?
I don't think he's gonna be happy to see me, but yeah, I guess we should.
One way to find out.
Alrighty. So, you all are heading back over to the captain.
Through the way that we know.
You get down inside of the bombastic and loud little tavern hidden underneath the large storage and shipping district here in Rexingtrum. I should probably bring you all over to the Rexingtrum map, eh? If you remember where, roughly about there, outside the Shimmer Ward. As you all are moving down, you see a handful of familiar individuals smile, wave, say hello to you. You see the Tabaxi woman is already seated at the far side of the bar, just drinking by herself. And there's a couple of other individuals who you recognize. You've encountered them a couple of times at this point. As you're all walking through, you see the captain walks out from behind the large banister where his secret door is hidden, looks over at all of you, and nods his head over at a table directly by him. As he's walking over to it, the four people seated at the table look at him, look at all of you, stand up, and go to a different table.
Head towards the table.
Well, you all are back quite early.
Experience is quite important in our line of work.
I would agree. And I assume your job was handled properly, he says, looking at John.
I mean, they're dead, we're not. We're good, we're even.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say we're even quite yet. He taps the table.
Looking over at the bag, which I assume has all the money in it, because I'm not carrying that.
It's like, what, 10,000 gold worth of platinum?
It's just 1,000 platinum.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, just 1,000. Hold 1,000 metal coins. You kill someone with that.
You hold over the hefty bag and place it in front of him. Glad our transaction could be done so quickly. By the way, I am so sorry about our the way that the excavator, Pete, treated you all when you came back to the city. He seems to be wearily suspicious of all of you, and for some reason believes you probably had something to do with the items stolen from the Zero.
I can assure you I did not steal anything. But well, if the business is concluded, can we maybe we could have a little party? Yeah.
Be more than happy to start a
All
party
right. Yeah.
today.
Good.
But one more thing. He pulls out of his pocket a stencil. Something that Miriam and Tosha would be the only peoples familiar with. This is a tattoo needle.
Oh, we're getting made.
I haven't seen.
If we want to join.
Is that a tattoo needle?
It is. I am quite an artist myself. And he flicks down his lip where you see the symbol of, now revealed to everybody, the Myriad.
I knew it.
Oh, damn it!
Now reveal.
Yeah, some people didn't know.
God damn it!
If you all are interested in joining us, having our protections, our jobs, our rates, and our loyalty, you've all proven that you deserve this opportunity.
I've seen that symbol before. So is it like? I thought you were like, well, I don't know what you call it, like a gang of thieves or something.
We're a organization that is necessary for larger empires to function as they do. We handle many works that other people think are too dirty, but are necessary.
He is so high up.
Well, I don't know.
Out of curiosity, where would the marks be applied?
Somewhere hidden, your preference. Before any of you ask, I am not going to tattoo the inside of your ass cheek. I did that once before. I did not like the process.
Did someone really?
Different
The
game.
funniest thing too is I was thinking Lily was gonna say right underneath her tail.
Well, if it's all the same to you, probably won't be the last time I work with you fine folks, but I prefer my status as a free agent.
That is fair.
I don't really need to, I think.
Out of character, can you remind me what the benefits were?
You gain their protection, meaning if something goes wrong, they will help you. You gain access to all manner of secret items, known informations that cost you all 10,000 gold to get. Similar things like that. But you have to be loyal to them. Meaning, if they call upon you for a favor, you gotta do it. Because it's for all of your benefits. Also, you get paid more for jobs that you do.
Oh, yeah, I know Lily asked this last time too. Dental and healthcare.
Dental's a big one.
We do have dental care, but you can pay clerics. We have an inn at a couple of the churches. Is anybody interested in joining us?
Miriam looks very uncomfortable, the fact that this has been brought up.
I just want to party and find my family, really.
I'll do it.
And sell some crunches.
I am not tattooing a child. I'm sorry. That is... maybe in a couple of
I'm
years.
16. I'm about to be 17 in a month.
Then in a month, in a year, I will tattoo you.
Can I do it myself?
No! Do you know how difficult it is with this item? You could stab, you could infect yourself, and if the ink gets into your blood, you could clot
So I'm
and
not
die.
allowed to join, is what you're telling me.
Well, you're a little too young.
You literally hired me to kill people.
I did not hire you to kill anybody.
No,
Yeah, he's technically correct. It was the other guy that hired us to do stuff.
Yeah, we stopped it, gentlemen. If you're...
Oh yeah, we did do that one, yeah. You're right. Well, no, we didn't kill her, though.
Right.
So none of you wish to join the
I
organization.
want to join.
None of the adults wish to join the organization.
I take offense to that.
I mean, like maybe sometime later if it's still an open invitation or anything, but I don't know.
So long as you keep up a good rapport with us, that should not be a
I'll
problem.
join.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh. All right, well,
He'll kick out the seat right beside him. Where would you like to tattoo?
Behind the ear.
That's where I was gonna get mine. Can she do it for me?
No, you do not tattoo
She's my
children.
mother.
Bullshit. Miriam
Deception
says
check.
out loud.
I know that is a lie. That is, if you can bring your parents here and they
I'm an
confirm
orphan.
that it is okay, I'm sorry, orphan child, you wait another year. It's the same thing we tell to all of the urchins. And I know you're not an orphan. Why are
well,
you lying?
she's my adopted daughter, and I give her permission.
I know that's a lie. You guys realize we were at the same party,
Yeah,
right?
fine, okay. Well, sorry, Clover, I tried.
I might as well be an orphan.
Is there a junior myriad program for orphans that want to join?
Yeah, it's called the Urchins Guild. You can join the Urchins Guild if you want, and work
Where are
with
they?
them. Look in any alley.
I'll be right back.
This is how Clover grows the cult.
That's exactly what she was gonna do. She's inviting him to her cult.
So, Tolsha, you sit down in the chair. He pulls out a razor-sharp blade and starts trimming the hair around your ear and opening up the area quite a little
So they
bit.
can be hidden by the hair, yeah.
You realize you're going to have to keep your hair to the one side to hide it
For a little bit.
until your hair grows back in. Yeah. Have you ever been to tattooed before? He's getting his ink prepared, stretching the skin.
No.
Well, it's a little.
I'm
painful.
used to that.
Give me a con save.
Do I have advantage because I am a blood cleric?
No.
Yeah.
You're not a masochism
I mean,
cleric.
technically with the one
Those are
ability.
blood paladins.
You're not a blood hunter.
Yeah. Yeah, a blood hunter, no saving throw. Yeah. Oh wait.
I mean, also a barbarian. Just
Hey,
rage.
joining the guild that put a kill order out on you.
I mean, that's one way to go about it.
The kill order was
And
revoked.
this is how you prevent it from happening again.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Your alignment's different. Are you okay with this, crazy lady?
This is actually, I think, might still fit Tolsha because this is a way for her to keep tabs on
Correct.
stuff.
So, don't worry. I've you start screaming about halfway through the process, like grabbing onto the chair, slamming your fist against it. Oh, this fucking hurts, and you have to stop periodically as many people are like walking
I'm
by,
casting
laughing,
silence.
chuckling.
After the first minute and a half.
Does it just sound like
Many of
Gunther's gonna go up and get some drinks for everyone.
So now it just looks
Well,
like she's
you don't
trying her
need
best
to. Barkeeps are coming
Oh,
towards you all with the drinks, and people are coming out with their instruments, being lively, experiencing the day, asking you all, how's your work been? How's everything been going? Hey, welcome to the club. Even though you're in silence, Tolsha, many people are walking over, slapping you on the shoulder and, welcoming you in, treating you very homely, like you're one of them now. You pass out from the pain about 20 minutes into the
Damn it.
tattoo.
Oh, by the way,
40 minutes after that, the tattoo is finished, and you're just lying on the table. You picked a very sensitive spot to get a tattoo.
Yeah, but it's an area that's easily hidden.
Sure. You're muted, Darkbrave. What you say?
How often does someone look behind your ear when walking behind you?
Hair.
Tolsha's got long hair.
She's got a
She's
lot
got
of hair.
pretty hair.
It's bouncy.
Yeah.
So after that 1 hour of torture for you, Tolsha, you stand up and you see the Tabaxi woman is sitting right next to you, and she takes her nail, touches the tattoo, which immediately stings, and then cure wounds you before pulling it back.
Joey,
I was about to say that. Thank you, though.
Joey, did you get the thing I asked you about? And then,
Wait.
Are you gonna?
You have to rewrite that first sentence because that sounded like you had a fucking stroke.
all right.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry. Just got you.
Lily will ask to, do you just
Do normal tattoos as well, because I wanted a cool, dragon on my thigh.
Very well. Make sure you whisper to everybody.
Oh, thanks, the Tabaxi lady. Thank you. Why does that hurt more than getting stabbed with a dagger?
because you got stabbed with a needle about 6,000 times and had your skin peeled.
That's fair.
Properly.
Oh, I did it perfectly. Thank you very much.
I know thieves can't, Lily.
John, Tolsha, does anybody else here know thieves can't?
I know it's being
Clover,
used.
were you learning it?
She's been learning
Oh,
stealth.
Marion.
I don't know it, but I know
You
it's being
know.
used.
You know Lily was using thieves can't.
What?
And Tolsha.
uh,
So, Tabaxi continues sitting there beside you, drinking a wine that she has and pushing it over towards you, a strong, distinct red.
I'll take some of it. Thank you very much.
As you take a sip of it, it's very crisp, chilled. It has a very soft bitterness to it by comparison to like the more harsher reds you sometimes have. It's nice.
I never asked your name.
My name is Farrell.
Pleasure to meet you, Farrell. Oh, I have a feeling you and I are going to be talking for a while after this.
Just for a short while. You're different.
Yes, and I can tell that, well, if that jewelry you have is anything to go by, we might share similar abilities.
I was suspicious of that myself.
Arcane or divine?
Why not both?
That's fair. I'm more divine natured myself.
That too is fair. I have to ask though, who?
Can't.
There aren't many gods that share our appreciation.
They prefer not to be mentioned.
One of those then.
Yeah.
She takes another long sip of her
What about you?
glass. The Queen of Ravens.
It's all fair.
When I was just a kitten, I almost died.
Really? I'm guessing she saved you?
No, I saved myself.
And then you found faith, I suppose?
There was some people in the Empire that believed that because of my similarities to a thief that I had stolen from them. They attacked me relentlessly, and I managed to slit the throats of 2 of them with my claws.
Very impressive.
While I lied there in their and my own blood, I realized there was not really a difference between the 2. Despite our actions, our beliefs, anything else, we all share the same blood that pumps through us. At that point, a clergyman approached me and told me that it was a tough lesson to learn, but she's glad that somebody could understand it. Now, they continued to teach me their ways and beliefs around blood, of course.
Of course. Honestly, I've never met anyone else who even had the same abilities as myself.
There are very few people. It is not a form of magic you can simply learn. That information has been lost for a very long time.
Oh, I can imagine.
Has to be taught through lesson
Yes, one of the recent things I've figured out how to do is turn blood into gems.
Hmm.
And I'll show one of the blood diamonds that I have.
She'll take it and look at it, rotate it around, hand it back to you. My magic is a little different from yours, I suppose. See, I can, if I have a sample of somebody's blood, know where they are. So long as we share the same plane.
Approximate distance and direction?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm able to do that as well.
Impressive.
Are you able to puppet someone?
I tend to try not to, but yeah.
It's useful against monstrosities, especially giving allies a chance to interact or counter them.
You use yours for combat, I suppose. I use mine for tracking.
That is true. I've had a few encounters of tracking a few people with it as well. Always been weird ones, but it's been useful to give us intelligence ahead of time.
Us. Well, if you speak with your god, tell him Pharaoh Rush says he can go fuck himself. Please.
I'll pass along the message.
She'll pour another glass with her fine wine. Marquesian wine. Very expensive stuff. We're walking away. Now, Marion, how have you been participating in the partying? I imagine Gunther's fought about 6 people twice his size already.
Makes sense.
Miriam will be enjoying a nice bowl of chips and some beer at the bar until he hears Lily say something in Thieves' Cant and sees her getting a tattoo.
Okay.
Deal with that later.
While you're sitting at the bar, sipping, nursing a drink, I suppose, maybe? Okay. You get a message in your head. From Bernie. Bernie?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Honey?
Let me switch it. It's not actually Bernie who's delivering the message, but
It's somebody else.
So.
Oh, then I can do
Yeah,
it. Never
sure.
mind. I forgot about that part. Message from Bernie. Hey, brother. Checking in. I hope you are all right. Please give sit rep. I'm well. My regards to the others. Stay safe.
All good here. Death mark removed. Finishing up favor. Dragon turtle in lake. Should keep them busy.
Yeah, I forgot Bernie can't do sending. It was somebody else sending it for him.
Yeah,
I
no.
apologize.
That should be a nice nugget of information for the Tal'Dorei. There's a dragon turtle here that they're dealing with.
Well, there's no response.
It's expensive.
that's all I'm gonna do until I can have a moment alone with Lily. But yeah.
Alrighty. Well then, Tosha has moved over to her tattooing. Lily is sitting there, getting a tattoo on her thigh.
And she's as the party started, she has a bottle of something dwarven that she is like basically drinking to help dull the pain. She's got the voice box off, so she's not.
Concept.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, for sure.
After Feral Rush leaves, I'll do that thing I messaged you, Joey.
Oh shit, that was a regular con. Sec. There it is.
That's a con save. 13. You're withstanding it pretty well. Pretty well.
It's even worse because you got to pierce the scales.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a special tattoo for that. For scales.
Extra long needle.
They just dye the scales, honestly. It's more like branding at that point, right? Like just. But anyways, Miri, and you approach Lily.
Hey.
You
I'm
seem
getting
like
a cool
you're
dragon tattoo.
You seem like you're having fun.
I mean, have to at a certain point. Well, what's up?
I look around, make sure it's a bar full of thieves. Someone is watching, so I'm not even gonna try.
Oh, yeah, and also, the captain is right there tattooing.
I meant it was like I'm on it alone, so.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you wait until after the tattoo when she shit-faced to talk to her then?
I'll wait to talk to her till probably next session the way this is going.
Alright.
Oh, we're not done with the session.
Then you managed to last the whole, I'd say 3 hours to tattoo a Dragonborn compared to a more humanoid person.
Yeah. Plus she is getting a cool illustration of like a dragon that they're maybe breathing fire. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. But anyways, the festivities continue, very lively, very jovial. People seem to be very accepting of Tosha and surprisingly Lily as well.
Bernie wants to Gunther wants to get a tattoo, not the myriad tattoo, but if he can pay for like another kind of tattoo, he's gonna get like a large bear claw or bear paw tattooed across his right chest area.
That would be 100 gold.
Done. Give me another one of those shots.
Yeah, take a shot of this. It helps more.
Yeah, and he's just gonna rage through the pain.
Rage still only.
Yeah, that's true.
Con save.
25.
You don't know what the other two were complaining about. It doesn't hurt that bad. Like, you get it just right on your. You said your arm, or your
like
chest?
on the chest area, right chest area.
Oh, so like over your shoulder onto your chest, like. Okay. This massive bear claw tattoo over Gunther's wide open chest. He's just sitting there the entire time, drinking with one hand, eating, talking with people, having a great time.
I don't understand why you were so complaining, Tosha. This is great.
It
kind of tickles.
Well, you're a barbarian, so.
What?
You like to get mad and turn into a bear. You're a barbarian.
I'm not a barbarian. I mean, yeah, I like to turn into a bear, but just out of game, I think it's very weird for people to refer to themselves as barbarians. So.
Would you rather be called a berserker?
Well, yeah, that is better. You could call me a berserker.
That makes sense.
Fun fact, the word berserk also means actual people who wore bearskin shirts or bear pelts. So, comes from bear.
It
Yeah.
checks out. So, everyone continues having the jovial, very fun interaction. John, while you are off in the corner somewhere, watching all of the engagements happening here, you notice that same pale-faced individual you've seen twice before kind of just slipped through the door as somebody else was coming in and heads over and swipes a drink without anybody noticing and goes over and swipes some food without anybody noticing and stands against the wall and eats and drinks without anybody paying attention to them in the whole room.
He'll stop. He was doing a quick photorealism drawing of the individual he saw like an hour earlier, putting that away. And this person that I've seen before, you said pale. It's not Badge, right?
No, it's not Zaj. They're pale, but they have like slightly longer hair, black in nature. They have very unassuming features. A bit of a more round, larger nose, human. Not really wearing clothes that blend in either, like just average day-to-day looking warmer clothes. Probably somebody who's a bit thinner. Yeah, you saw him walking directly beside you when the rest of your party was leaving the party.
That was the, okay. Yeah.
And the same guy you saw, or Tolsha, and you saw up on the same windowsill terrace.
Okay.
Him. He's just standing against the wall, eating from a basket and drinking.
Yeah, I'll just, being somewhat satisfied with where I've gotten with at least facial features, I just kind of trail off on the clothing and put it away and just kind of make my way carefully across the room over to this individual, making sure to keep myself between them and the potential exit.
Okay. You walk over towards them and they seem to they look at you as you step up to them, but just goes back to observing around the room.
Smile directly at them as I'm walking now within 10 feet or so, getting closer. Hi. What's your name? I sit down.
Yeah. Looks to the side of him, looks directly at you, and just shakes their head and keeps observing the crowd.
Looking around at the crowd, and I just want to know what people call you. My name's John. But
He looks down at you as you're sitting there and goes, "Who the hell he's talking to?" He's looking directly at you as you're looking at him, and he's very baffled.
Hello.
Isn't going to be more difficult than it needs to be. I want to know what your name is, or we're about to have some fun in here. Come on.
He looks behind himself. Who the hell is this guy talking to? And he lets out a very inappropriately timed fart. Just.
Is
well,
that fear? Is that
more like
social
somebody who doesn't
awkwardness?
have any withholdings. Like somebody who's just not in a care.
Right. So okay.
And to clarify, absolutely nobody else in the room has looked at this person, engaged with this person, and nobody even in the party recognizes that John is talking to a person.
I try to put my hand over his hand and just, give him a little squeeze, if that's possible. I don't know.
You place he's watching you suspiciously the whole time, And the moment your hand collides with his eyes go wide as he's looking at you.
And still smiling.
You can see me.
Oh, yeah.
How?
Got two eyes. You look incredulous. Why?
People don't see me.
I mean, they're drinking and probably.
This. What are you? He like reaches out and like pokes your face.
You can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you perfectly fine. What? You can see me.
Yes, you who are yet to name themselves.
Oh. My name is Amar. No. Anton. My name is Anton Oaktree. I'm so sorry. I haven't spoken to another person in a long time. Can I get you a drink? I'll get you a drink. And he starts walking over to a different table and swipes a drink from somebody's hand as they're drinking. And they look down and order another drink immediately, not even engaging with the fact that a drink was just taken from their hand.
What did you do?
He hands the drink over to you. What do you mean?
Never mind.
I just... People don't really see me ever. People don't really notice when I take things from them.
I look around the room and I gauge anybody that's like directly, paying attention to me with this person.
People notice you, but nobody seems to be noticing you're engaging with somebody. Like, people are just, like, curious as to where's he at. Okay, and then that's it.
So, if I stabbed you, no one would know.
Please don't stab me.
There's a question.
I would know.
That's true. It's very true. Right. Well, not much fun in it anyway. Not situation.
How can you see me? I am.
Are you magic?
Maybe. I've done some studying.
Why are you down here?
At the it's a place to be. A lot of interesting things happen, and they have these new recipe for crunchers that are honestly kind of good. So I've been having them once in a while. It's just I came down here to eat and observe. Kind of the only things I can do.
And this is for sure the one that I saw on the night of the dance. Okay.
Yeah. The one who followed and listened and observed you all until he got bored and left.
Why were you following us that night? Ball.
a dragonborn walks into a ball. It's kind of a joke that I've heard before, and you all looked more interesting than any of the other people there. I followed everybody there so many times. You all were new. I thought you would be entertaining. Wait, you saw me then as well? So this is like a Let me try something real quick. And he walks over towards the door. Walks out the door without anybody noticing. A moment later, walks back into the door. Looks directly over at you.
I'm looking at him. Yeah, not in my head.
And he comes running over and sits directly beside you. Oh, that is amazing.
Clover!
It's not going to work.
Clover, holding a bigger bag of money, I guess, counting, comes over. Do I see a blob of magic?
No, you do not. You just see John sitting there by himself with 2 trays of food and drinks that your mind just immediately justifies.
Do you see anybody sitting here?
Tell you, she won't see me.
You by your lonesome when doing at the party, sitting with 2 trays. John, we gotta talk about this like personality split. The JJ, I mean, we gotta talk about this personality split thing.
Right. Yeah.
What does she mean by personality split?
It's you.
That's interesting.
It's complicated. Talking.
Clover, yeah, he's clearly talking to you. Like, just
But
your mind justifies everything he is saying and doing.
Could you
do you want me to sit in the chair across from you?
No.
Oh, that would be uncomfortable. I'll move if you do that.
I don't know what this is. It's so strange.
I know. How do you think I feel? It's been like 5 years.
Sorry. You can do your magics, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a priest. I can do magic.
Right. The getting rid of the magics, the seeing the magics.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you try that just in this whole area here?
Okay, but I'm gonna tell you right now, the ceiling is fake, and I've been trying to figure out a way to get up there this whole time. So this is gonna really cause some issues. And
That's really good to know. You should have mentioned that much earlier.
Clover's going to immediately dispel magic subtle spell.
Okay. Roll the spell in chat. I have to read it.
She's doing it at 4th level because she wants to knock out the ceiling.
Magical effect within range. Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. You have to be cognizant of what you are targeting.
What, do you want me to just do this chair, or am I just get rid of the ceilings?
Just like this general, and I'm like, making a massage around him with my hands, but just this area.
I know, isn't it weird? And he starts just waving his arms from side to side.
I mean, if he's like drawing out a picture, like if I say right in this circle, can I put it in that circle?
So you target the area?
Well, I mean, it's like a...
You would need to know of a creature, an object, or an effect. You have to target one of those 3 things. An area is not a creature or object.
As a player and as John, I have no idea like what is happening or I'm just throwing shit at the wall.
I mean, if you put something there, I can hit it. I can't just like let's say you put a napkin right there. I can hit the napkin.
All right, how about the cup? Grab the cup.
Is there just a floating cup?
Yeah, Clover, but it makes perfect sense that the cup would begin floating.
Dispel magic.
On the cup.
I'm hoping it does it.
I will say, give me a charisma check.
Ooh.
Come on, Clover, break the cycle of madness.
23.
Ooh. Oh, please tell me that was a 9th level spell.
You were contesting something, and you were successful. As he's waving his arms side to side, Clover, you cast the magic, and your mind immediately rewrites itself to that original night when you were walking home from the ball, where this individual was walking directly beside you, listening to the conversation, all the way forward to right now, where this individual has been interacting with John, walking in and out of the door and dancing from side to side the entire time. And you remember all of that happening, and you see the individual just shaking their arms from side to side right now.
What the hell?
I told you it's not going to do anything.
I can
She'll
see
never
you.
see me.
She can see you. Oh shit.
You can see me?
Hold on.
Yes. And
That's gonna
what?
be bad.
How you? What? How did you?
I
this
imagine
is
like
some-
1,000 rogues coming out with their daggers towards this guy.
Immediately, everybody in the room is holding weapons out towards
Also,
him.
they probably all remember him now being here for no reason.
A lot of times.
And I remember seeing that guy on the balcony initially.
I'm gonna grab
Yup.
him. I'm gonna put my hand on him. I'm here to turn in a bounty.
I don't think there's a bounty on someone who didn't exist.
What the hell?
Wait.
The captain looks over at this individual, and everybody else, weapons drawn, everything aiming at him immediately. Everybody remembers seeing this person multiple times in this room. And the captain looks over. Anton? That is where we're gonna call the
Motherfucker!
session, everybody. When we come back next week, we might find out a little bit about your mysterious stalker. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. Hope you all had a fantastic time. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.